Meanwhile, the remaining ECG containers that were at the port, they've moved all of them out to that national security warehouse.
I was a Mahama Energy Minister on His Excellency John Mahama and NDC government. Pressure and co pay they are in serious trouble, very big trouble. Obakaya, March mu and a poppy upset ECG containers, 40-feet container, 1,300 plus a year. There's a container and you have left the Ghana port, Tema port, a year. Emma wants them every year. The Jalabusia sell container, no, not any right. Container lenyerai is a yontro and NDC government. John Drapo Diadum as energy minister. Every try Ghana mine. Na ene ana no kweli nyina apopia up na no kweli popia up no social media montre so de omusi yenya omu. Na omu crucify Mahama ene John Drapo. Aha Penyah block media. Let's say any dim. Obe like video na da roba. Over subscribe button na click notification on latest update. Na be chere wa atwen de amame e wo comments and so baso. Na che video more for so enya bi ahwe. It is exactly 25th March 2025. And about news in say over 1,500 plus 1,300 plus ECG containers are here every time a port. I contain ECG cables. Containers in no Ajira. I just say young who baby containers no tuafa. Etu ho no mo a yes okay containers kwa no yakwache China 413 any India phobia omu edi containers bi akora dan bi mu yakwachi omu o ho na video bi aba yakopie engofu emu so containers no ebi wo mu ho je say hu se cables bi e wo mu ho na video aba bontene
will come in and the flow of load. So it was after the place was full and they couldn't pack in more, then they started to.
I mean, they were doing a lot.
Yeah, they were doing it. And this has been going on years. Yes, just not now.
Okay.
It has been going on. The whole of last year they were using cables to produce.
Yeah. At least it's good we came here. You've seen it for yourself. I think we have to do the other one, then we are done. Then we can brief you.
Oh, I see. Yetime retrieve 40 plus. Yetime retrieve akuma 13. You retrieve say.
Oh, some quantity have been taken from the top. There only one over there. So this line is gone. And when you open all the containers, you see the same trend. So it means that it was cleverly done by the criminals behind these whole activities. So we just wanted you to have information about this. They are not yet taking the content, but they are cleverly taking some from the top line, top layer. Yes. So they take and they leave the last one over there. When we open the next container, you see the same thing over there. Yes. Yes.
So
So
we're saying that they generally remove the top.
The top, yes.
The left one at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think that they will do that? Because if they are taking off and leaving one, what is the impression that they make?
So if you are not somebody who know how the container are loaded, you will be tempted to believe that all came original like this. But if you take, let's say, one from this one, take two over there.
Emma, I too fast the crowd because there be container the bed ira. How?
If containers are missing at the port, it is not the responsibility of the board nor the management. It is the responsibility of the port authorities because they are in custody of the containers. So if they are missing, ECG must sue the port, the states, investigation agencies.
Container bed ira. Adia what tema? Tema port on enipa na onyansa mafo na enipa na ejo beda be container free hono mo a yenhunu. At first the case we say they will kan kwase asem. They are oye MPP for mu ko position nko ade do make bia asebe. Nyansa asem kwa na Ghana for asum de. Ghana for ni bia asum NDC for ni bia asum de kwase asem na omodika. Obonya abotre. Entimi na say eba you know ye the twabro MPP for onua team for di muntintima captain spot enu onua mo. Ebe transfer bia twabo MPP. Ema me kai captain so akwa kase container we no. Ira 2024 da. Ira mewa John Mahama Energy Minister. You hand it over, MP for hand it over to him. And Obe can say MP before hand it over to him. Containers na war ECG containers na war port. Or check na over 3,000 plus. later ɛna ɔbɛka sɛ there be container nkɔkɔ na ɛyɛ 2,500 it is a captain so ɔtɛka sɛ container yɛrɛ MPP time a ɛna ɛna 3,000 containers na John Rapport come and say MP for hand it over to him no na container na ɔmo hand it over to him wɔ honhom anada yɛ mu anasɛ deɛ bi mu kyerɛ sɛ because so the kasa say be as I do in a flat of form what I say reality wɔ hɔ but you forget reality kan kwasi asɛm ogyina hɔ wonte ase na we say that container na ɛho nsɛm bɛyɛ da adwa ɛwɔ media ne so ana ɛnɛ Daily Graphic make post ɛwɔ mo page ana me say kan that particular post no ɛna mo kyerɛ me say missing ECG containers 637 twice the number of containers presumed to have gone missing retrieved. Where a caption? Let read kakra. 27th May 2025. The Ministry of Energy has retrieved 2,635 containers belonging to the Electricity Company of Ghana (ECG), twice the number of containers presumed to have gone missing with their content. Yomuchiremu say, ene Energy Minister etimi abanan amansaka 2,637 containers. That is ndodo kra times 2. Esne containers 1,300 no almost ahirana. Omanya container bisa ewo tema port hwa. Yente kakra. In an exclusive interview with the Daily Graphics Timothy Goba in Accra on Monday, 26 May, the spokesperson for the ministry, Richmond Roxon, said the committee investigating the 1,300 containers said to be unaccounted for, rather discovered 2,637 containers at the port of Tema, consigned to the NDC, a number far above the initial missing items. The containers will move back to Ghana for say containers are here. 1,300 are here. Say container no Tema port of put the John Dinapobe can say MP for the man. I'll be on one account. A dog to crab brosa. Or because say 2,500 miwa. The Amosia Mukadumania, a Tema porto, a 2,637 means that almost better come movie and answer it. John Dinapo. John Dinapo. Now containers no musa can you know. Yara said it Timono Esitia. The containers, Mr. Rockin said 860 of the containers were found at the Meridian Port Services. It's 860 at Meridian Port Services, 1,237 at the GPHA terminals, while 272 were evacuated by National Security Council. There's a container behind the Domunsa Kakurano 2,637. Emukrano National Security Council for Abefa Emu 272. But ain't a year then a John Jamaica container 1,300 aira. A year then a container before the man. No, I think I say a year 3,000 later. A year then I say a year 2,500. Meanwhile, the Amusia la crowd museo, a what time a port one a cry BSO, a year 2,637. Let's over him one. I dare John Jamaica. You named the entire yes, sir. I don't know as whether he want to give MPP a bad name. I say they are trying to, destroy MPP party to Ghanaians, giving MPP a bad name, so that Ghanaians will see MPP as an enemy to the state and an enemy to the country. Moya sa emwamo. Ya to abama. Focus se yewajuma se Ghana for better obiema. They will vote for you. Don't try to sideline someone and try to bet the me yama be okay. Party me good party any mase. Oya sa what but damn unimu nyansa munya jimi no. Ghana for na to abama. You are not competing with MPP alone. You are competing with other political parties in Ghana. Na munya jimi no. I didn't Jimmy. Certain name kwasi asem sana ekwaso this nine government. Ede kwasi asem kwa sana. Ade we nyina mo ma ade we be news mu. The twan trotche Ghana for. E ma Ghana for be ye beja. Enti nipa na mo ewuma na mo de we aba. Ya kwachi nkofu emu na se eye settings mo na mo plan ye. Mo na mo eye adwuma hye kill net government, scam government, kill net. Mo na mo hye ye. Na sa do na Ghana for no react to that.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the ECG Containers saga. Now, if you all could remember, on 25th March, the ECG reported that they had 2,500 containers at the port. But as at the time the committee went and counted them, out of the 2,500, 1,337 containers were missing. And this was the issue. So the Minister for Energy said they moved the remaining 1,000 to national security. So they've now launched an investigation to trace where the missing containers went to. We saw several videos to extend that a warehouse, they've shown where some of the containers were impounded in central region. We saw some, but at the end of the day, to our surprise, today they are telling us that they have found the missing containers. And do you know why? Those containers are even twice the number that got missing. Meanwhile, the remaining ECG containers that were at the port, they've moved all of them out to that national security warehouse. After moving them and after showing Indian people already melting them, they still had 2,628 containers at the port. So meaning, is it that containers didn't actually get missing? Or is it that containers have actually got missing, but the people involved, the NDC, cannot mention their names? Because all this while, they have not been able to mention a Ghanaian name. All they keep saying is Chinese, Indian, Chinese, Indian. What is actually happening in Mother Ghana? Hey, 1,300 containers got missing. And after searching, you now got 2,600 containers. Meanwhile, according to the ECG report, the containers they procured was 2,500. What at all is the NDC government trying to tell us?
Georgina pa container nyina was container ira saje be ya na adoni MPP eni mbeku ase and let the container no port woro hey what's japa enti container na musi ECG for wan no mu put ko wan mu ko gu ho ebe sin the sankrofoni ye hu omo mo ti tum so mu sheda na mu tum light no won yakupo bebu samo
so ene amaneboa daily graphic at the by said 2,637 ECG containers retrieved. Nyamene ya dana sine eba na jobi kan asemunti majibre akenkan krata no na hwade hebabi ese enya 2,637 containers no every year. As of April 30th, 2025, now ECG were outstanding containers of 2,583. Emu 860 see on Meridian Port Services. Emu 1,237 you Ghana Port and Harbour Authority for a terminal. And a national security be found 272 at the core. Niaka ye 194 national. Yes, you know Amaris Terminal and at 20 so you free Atlas Manufacturing Terminal. So most of them na a war. Ye harbor around where. And then we can be say yes to Makasane Noso. Yenye Juman. Yes to Makasano and Noso. Yenye Juman. Kasano yae too much. Kasano yae too much. I say we are quick to report on the bad things. Maybe a Kenya bre share ni mamu year. The other mama can say, who say uye investor. Now pe baby do se kako ye investment. No be abo o my Ghana diachro. The next day, you tune in and hear your Minister of Energy telling you, say, I buy containers over 1,000 a year I buy port. Now, buy the empone young wing. Then your individual uncle, ye father and ye Tim Ken man for them say enya niema nyina na ye pere beka ho asem. And maybe one man yen slow down kakra. In the haste to paint somebody black. Yen slow down kakra. Ushe areas, this is a graphical. And according to graphic, also one the head of communications of Energy Ministry di komwa or man is hard details we nyina. Ushe areas ya bosu nyina emu bie no ye far away from a habono enclave. But they come here and say, Ayira, hey. So Rabu Jinapo, Adana Meka, Nanyamwa Payoso. I just want you to hasten slowly. Nyamotre.
Samubekaya and Chebia, any Yanti, say, containers via ECG for Accra. Yes, say Ayira. Indeed, Minister Nebekache, Parliament. Send a committee was set to investigate containers Irano close to 1,130. You TV social minister and national security for nam every containers no factories be. And then abededi Omuankasa from the Ministry of Energy air catcher say containers are almost Ire fit tema port no. I feel quite Omako Akuhu more than twice the number now almost Ire free port no or port Wankasa. What it means is in someone here today say containers no Irano and yes and it's here. Mekaipa said the former managing director of ECG Dubik Eka say containers no ain't minira and that it should be in the possession of the Ghana Ports and Harbours authorities. Edina temwa ene adedi say sa containers I say Irano say na containers ni na e wo ports eho ti yesre niashe minister say wamra back to Parliament. No member a full briefing of the issue about the containers. Indeed, we share daily graphic reports now. Almost say you could retrieve containers no. Now I quite said the containers naira and I feel no makuhunu and tesa say na containers ni na tema portal according to the daily graphic reports. Let's just say containers na ni kasa ira ni na no and tesa containers ni na e tema port. The best minister so amra Parliament. No member a full briefing on the issues of containers. Na said we nimunu ye didi yatem ye minority leader ne wodi ni birthday yes one no board chairman what now my containers ni nyina ayira minority leader ka say ye nyai politics e was answer water if it is criminal it is criminal ni ye nyina ye hwe kwan ye befa so a ye betimi ensa aka de na omo ka say ayira no ene akoda di say na enyira ye kura ti e besre obi bia mo amu media for mo fan kono obi ante se said your mokano no enye sa na netie.
The audio of Mami, our comment section. I Penyah Block Media.